Welcome to Your Finance Lab, where we uncover the keys to financial independence and long-term wealth. Today, we're going to look at 10 of the biggest financial mistakes that keep people from reaching their financial goals. These mistakes are common, yet they're avoidable if you know what to look out for. Some of these mistakes might surprise you, while others may feel familiar. But the good news? With awareness and action, you can correct these errors and get back on the right path. And stick around until the end, because we'll share a bonus mistake that even some financially savvy people make. Let's jump right in. Living beyond your means. One of the most common financial traps is spending more than you earn. It's easy to fall into this habit, especially when credit cards and loans make it seem so accessible. The reality is, however, that living beyond your means will never lead to wealth. Every dollar spent beyond your income is borrowed against your future, often with interest. Living within or even below your means is the foundation of financial independence. Many self-made millionaires like Warren Buffett live surprisingly modest lives despite their wealth. They understand that wealth is built through careful spending, not by keeping up appearances. Actionable tip: track all your expenses for a month to understand where your money goes. Use a budgeting app to set realistic spending limits and stick to them. Neglecting an emergency fund. An emergency fund is your financial safety net. Life is unpredictable, and unexpected expenses are inevitable, whether it's a car repair, a medical bill, or a sudden job loss. Without an emergency fund, you're likely to rely on credit cards or loans, which can lead to a cycle of debt. Experts recommend saving 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in a separate, easily accessible account. This fund should only be used for true emergencies, not for discretionary spending. Actionable tip: start small if you have to. Save at least $500 initially, then work up to a month's expenses, then 3 months, and so on. Automate transfers into this fund each month to keep it growing. Relying solely on a salary. Depending on a single source of income is risky. Most millionaires diversify their income streams through investments, side businesses, or passive income sources. Relying solely on your job means you're vulnerable to layoffs, economic shifts, or changes in your industry. Building multiple income streams can start small, like investing in stocks, real estate, or starting a side hustle. Even if it's just $100 a month from an online business or $50 in dividends, it adds up over time and builds your financial security. Actionable tip: identify your skills or interests and consider how you can turn them into an additional income source, like freelancing, creating an online course, or renting out a spare room. Not investing early or consistently. Investing is one of the most powerful ways to build wealth, thanks to the power of compound interest. However, many people delay investing because they feel they lack enough knowledge, or because they're intimidated by market fluctuations. The truth is, the earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Take, for example, someone who starts investing $200 a month at age 25. By the time they're 65, assuming a modest 7% annual return, they could have around $525,000. If they wait until they're 35, they'll have less than half that amount. Actionable tip: start small if needed. Look into low-cost index funds or robo-advisors to get started and set up automatic contributions each month. Ignoring high-interest debt. High-interest debt, like credit card balances or payday loans, can be a huge roadblock to wealth. These debts often come with interest rates of 15%, 20%, or even higher, which makes them extremely difficult to pay off. For every dollar paid toward the balance, a large portion goes toward interest rather than principal. Millionaires avoid high-interest debt whenever possible. They understand that borrowing money at high rates is the opposite of wealth building, as the interest payments consume their future income. Actionable tip: if you have high-interest debt, focus on paying it off as soon as possible. Use methods like the avalanche or snowball strategy to attack debt effectively. Lack of a clear financial plan. Failing to have a clear financial plan is like setting out on a road trip without a map. Without specific goals and a roadmap to achieve them, it's easy to drift through life without building meaningful wealth. A financial plan provides direction, helping you set targets for savings, investments, and retirement. Self-made millionaires often have well-thought-out financial plans. They know where they want to be financially in 5, 10, and 20 years, and they make decisions that align with those goals. Actionable tip: write down your financial goals and create a plan to reach them. If you're unsure where to start, consider consulting a financial advisor. Overlooking retirement savings. Many people, especially younger individuals, think of retirement as something that can wait. But by delaying retirement contributions, they miss out on years of compound growth. Retirement accounts like 401ks and IRAs offer tax advantages that help your money grow faster. Contributing even a small amount early on can have a big impact. For instance, if you save $100 a month in a retirement account starting at age 25, with a 7% annual return, you could end up with nearly $250,000 by age 65. Wait until age 35 and you'll have less than half of that. Actionable tip: contribute as much as you can to retirement accounts, especially if your employer offers a match. Start early, even if it's a small amount. Letting emotions control financial decisions. Emotions are one of the biggest barriers to smart financial decision-making. Fear, greed, and impatience can lead people to make poor investment choices, whether it's selling stocks in a panic during a market downturn or jumping into risky investments during a bubble. Successful investors know how to keep their emotions in check. They understand that markets are volatile, and they make decisions based on long-term goals rather than short-term gains or losses. Actionable tip: develop a long-term investment strategy and stick to it. Avoid checking your investment accounts too frequently, as this can fuel emotional reactions. Failing to protect your wealth. Building wealth is one thing, but protecting it is equally important. This means having adequate insurance, setting up a will or trust, and making sure your assets are safe. Life insurance, health insurance, and even umbrella policies can prevent unexpected events from wiping out your hard-earned money. Wealthy individuals use tools like trusts and estate planning to preserve and pass on their wealth efficiently. Protecting your wealth is about preparing for the future and ensuring that what you've built isn't at risk. Actionable tip: review your insurance coverage and consider meeting with an estate planning attorney if you have significant assets. It's a small investment to ensure your wealth is secure. Trying to get rich quickly. One of the biggest mistakes people make is looking for shortcuts to wealth. Get-rich-quick schemes, high-risk investments, and speculative ventures often lead to loss rather than gain. True wealth is built over time through consistent, disciplined habits, not through shortcuts or high-risk gambles. Many self-made millionaires emphasize patience and long-term strategies over quick wins. They invest in things that build value over time, like stocks, real estate, or their own businesses, rather than chasing the latest hot stock or cryptocurrency. Actionable tip: focus on building wealth slowly and steadily. Avoid investments that promise quick returns, as they're often accompanied by high risks. Bonus mistake: neglecting financial education. One of the most preventable mistakes is simply failing to learn about money and how it works. Financial literacy is essential for making smart choices and building wealth. Without it, even high earners can end up in debt or struggling financially. By continuously educating yourself about personal finance, you're better equipped to make decisions that align with your goals. Read books, take courses, and consume content that helps you understand how to make money work for you. Actionable tip: set a goal to read one book on personal finance each quarter, or take an online course to deepen your financial knowledge. At Your Finance Lab, we're committed to helping you avoid these common financial pitfalls. Remember, building wealth isn't just about making money. It's about managing, protecting, and growing it over time. Which of these mistakes resonated with you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content. The financial success is a marathon, not a sprint. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.